Vandeham Sri Guru Siyuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Jakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Kipai Kavita Ya Maryada Rakshati Vaishnavanam Kripavalam Madhava Prastakami Shri Bhakti Dham Bharatimashrayami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Sri Varshavanavadevi Daitaya Kripabhate Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namah Madhurya Jwala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigraya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudappa Siddhanta Dvantaharine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Pevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Gaur, all glories to Gauriya Guru Varga, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, Srila Babaji Maharaj, and also my pranam to all of you. And yes, so today the countdown is running. It is the Adivas Tithi to Gaura Purnima, one day before Gaura Purnima. And yes, so we try still to continue with our Dham Parikram today. And but yes, first of all, I think once some person asked a question to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that there are so many people, I mean, we know that Navadvip Dham is really pure and supremely transcendental, and one can attain the highest destination. I mean, it's bestowed upon those who are staying there. But then the question is, why all those? No, so many are living in Navadvip Dham here, and but still they did not really attain that Krishna Bhakti. Especially tomorrow, it is the Avibhav Tithi, Gaura Avirbhav. So many, they will come to Yoga Pit, and so many pilgrimage traveler from everywhere. They want to have darshan of the Lord. And but yes, it is true that the Dham is surely eternally and non-material, and everything is conscious in the completely opposite than to the material world. Every house, every forest in Navadvip, all the rivers, all the birds, all the animals, even each dust particle, it is transcendental. So Nadia or Navadvip Dham, it descends by the mercy of Sandini Shakti. It is Balaram himself. It comes down out of causeless mercy so nothing material can touch it. And that's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he said, yes, they live in Navadvip Dham, and people also, they come to visit Navadvip Dham, but there is some kind of net, which is loosely attached above the dam. So they cannot enter, like they are catched in this net. They are material themselves, and they see only hotels, they see only like this material situation, what unfortunately we see with our material eyes. So, because they are not allowed to enter in the dam, because the Sambandha is not fully established, no? And Sambandha, it's a big topic, but that don't allows them to, because in one way we all eternally, we have our relationship, but we have forgotten for now. So if we forget and be absorbed in the illusionary energy in Maya, then we will live always, even we live in Mayapur, even, the people will say, oh, I have one house in Mayapur, I have one flat in Mayapur. Srila Gaurakishodas Babaji Maharaj, he was also laughing when he heard, oh, you buy one flat in Navadvip Dham? How it can be? It is Gauda Mandali Evajana Jintamani. It is made of the cost of the most value jewels. So it's impossible. Nothing, if you put the whole opulence from this whole world together, it cannot pay one dust particle of Navadvip Dham. So we buy some place here, or we also, some people, they visit Navadvip Dham, but they don't visit Navadvip Dham. It's just because most of the people, they are averse to the real process, how to worship Gauranga Mahaprabhu. They will come, and somehow the Dham is merciful, as we also discussed, and they will get some sukriti, so sooner or later. But to touch the actual Dham of Navadvip Dham is not at all possible this way. Our Acharya is speaking. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Srila Prabhupada, because no Sambandha Gyan is there, and then somehow Prauda Maya, she is covering, it's Mahamaya. Then they see this, they cannot see the actual Dham. So that is, so many, they will say, no? Yes, we have relationship with Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So many people, different village people here, or different upper sampradayas, or they all will have their something to say, that we are worshipping Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But that is the reason why Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he wrote one article called Genuine Gaurabhajan and False Gaurabhajan. So there it's clearly explained what it really means to worship Gaura. It's a very beautiful article, and I really, those who go through this article, they understand, they can get some clear picture. That's why Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they are so merciful to guide us properly. Srila Babaji Maharaj, they give us the right way how to go forward on the path of our bhajan. And Srila Prabhupada himself, he told that 99.9999%, that's directly what he said. He said they're cutting Mahaprabhu's lotus feet with an axe. We have one banner, because I asked one Mataji to paint this scenery, and we also publish from time to time. Maybe now we can also again publish. And then she painted some people who, like this, stay in the temple in front of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one deity of Mahaprabhu, and they're all very dark appearance, blackish, and someone has one knife, someone has an axe, And this is what Prabhupada said directly, that 99.99% they worship Gaura. So by throwing some eggs or knife at his lotus feet. So can you imagine how rare it is? So many people they're coming, but if they are not in the right guidance, then there's no one will come only also to exploit the devotees, to exploit Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That is the truth about what our Guru Varga, they make us aware. So without going through that channel of our Gaudiya Guru Varga, there's no way open. So we have to follow them. In that way, our Gaura Purnima, our search after Gauranga Mahaprabhu will one day really bear fruits, but otherwise it will not possible. So that we have to keep in mind always, and that it's not everything gold what glitters. Yes, many people come, but with what mood and what intention, what is behind. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is surely merciful, and he reciprocates with everyone according to their mood. So better to learn the proper way of worship from our Gaudiya Guru Varga. Then, yes, Mahaprabhu will really become very, very pleased with us, and then our Gaura Avirbhav can be really successful. So let's now continue with our wandering through the Dham. And so we are still in Koladvip, because Koladvip there are many things where we can pray and take shelter. Like yesterday we were at the place of the mat established by Srila Bhakti Bragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, named Devananda Gaudiya Mat. So we discussed this, and also there next to Devananda Gaudiya Mat is almost near. It's and always remember that it's the Bhajan Aparat Bhanjan Bhat. So where all the offenses forgiven. That's why also Srila Bhakti Rakshak Shiradev Goswami Maharaj has established there one mat. And this Koladvip is also considered as Govardhan. So it's a very special and intimate place also. That's why such great devotees, they choose that location there. And we know that Srila Bhakti Rakshak Shiradev Goswami Maharaj, we have still the chance, at least maybe for us, no one had the chance to be directly in his association. But some videos still are there in the internet. At that time they did a lot of recordings, and one can see how Sridhar Maharaj is sitting in his chair, and one can also hear in the morning time the chirping birds, and he just would go on and clear all their doubts. He would, all those homeless persons, homeless devotees, because so many problems also were there in institution, and he was the one, Bhakti Rakshak, who is the protector of Bhakti and the path of Bhakti, who can show light. And then so many devotees, they came and asked so many questions to Srila Maharaj, and he very patiently answered. So there's also a lot of Harikatha, and Sridhar Maharaj really, that is Babaji Maharaj saying, we must go and hear his Harikatha, read his transcendental books. So there is so much nectar, what is there, almost so many questions. What not he has answered, So, and those devotees who were here, like Krishnadas Prabhu, Dinabandhu, and some other devotees, Mamata also, Tamal Prabhu, they went also to the room of Sridhar Maharaj, which has definitely, if you remember now, what kind of divine energy is there, just by going, even now, and seeing all the transcendental chair and table, and Maharaj was staying and doing his bhajan. So very divine and pure atmosphere. And it's a wonderful place. And Srila Prabhupada also used to say that he is number one preacher. And like also before we discussed, like those fragrant flowers, they don't need to go anywhere because automatically the bumblebees, the honeybees, they will be attracted by its fragrance. So Sridhar Maharaj was just staying there. He did not travel anywhere. But still all the devotees, they were coming and listen from him. So very high class devotee. And he also glorified his younger god brother, Srila Bhakti died Madhav Goswami Maharaj once. You see, that is their relationship. They are not pride in any way. It was also on the Gaura Purnima day where because Madhav Maharaj's mat, they had also all Parikram, so many thousands of people are there. And he had to settle some accounts, to speak with the devotees, to pay farewell to them. Like Gauranga Mahaprabhu, also in Puri, Jagannath Puri, when the Navadvipasis would come, then the last day, it was also delayed for some days and weeks sometimes, because the devotees were always thinking, oh, today we will have to go. But then Gauranga Mahaprabhu, so much love for them and they so much love for him, all have tears in their eyes and they don't want to leave, they don't want to separate. And then, okay, let's stay one day more. And then like this go, let's stay one day more. So they would stay for weeks longer sometimes. So it's very difficult. And also Srila Prabhupada, he said, because he was also in the same situation, also devotees would go, come and leave. No, it's always very difficult for devotees, for the pure devotees to see, because what they will do, how they will survive. Here they can have everything. They are in the temple, they are with me. The pure Vaishnava will think like this. Of course, he can be everywhere also in one's heart, but still direct association has some special power also that we cannot deny. And so Srila Prabhupada was saying, you all promise me you're surrendering, but now in this way you all leave me, so you're jumping into fire, you're going back to your household and this and that. And so they were very sorry for that sometimes. And Madhav Maharaj, he was engaged in these things and also settling some accounts. And but they would meet also in Sridhar Maharaj's mat every Gaura Purnima. And then he was late. And Jajava Maharaj, he was saying when he came, that you take so much on your head, how you can you can carry out all of this. So many people, so many temples, so not increase unnecessarily. It's not necessary. And then Srila Bhakti Rakshak Shira Goswami Maharaj, he said that actually, you see, for us, like an elephant, for an elephant, sugar cane is like, nothing. He can eat, but for an ant, for a small ant, it will be, he can never digest anyway. So that is like the position of Madhav Maharaj. He has so much energy and power, so he can surely do and accomplish all those seva what he is doing. And he was speaking in the assembly, glorifying his younger god brother this way. So very sweet relationship they have. And once that Gurudev also, Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj, he went there and to visit Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and the Sevaks, they said that Maharaj somehow is unwell And okay, they understood then what to do. They are disappointed, but they pay pranam from outside. And then somehow Sridhar Maharaj was hearing, and he's calling his sevak, oh, who is here? Who is there? And then they came inside, and he thought, oh, you wanted to leave without my darshan. I mean, you wanted to leave without coming to me. And no, we got this information, so that you are sick. But Sridhar Maharaj, he said that actually that we are Saraswati Putra, no, the sons of Saraswati. So they are only ill or they feel sick by not speaking Harikatha. So that is it's also very nice that Prabhupada himself showed this when he was there, and the doctor also did not allow him to speak anymore, but still he said no, that actually this is his life to speak Harikatha. So in Gurudev also he learned, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, he learned also so many lessons because he had all this high-class association of Sridhar Maharaj and so many great Parshads of Prabhupada. So he said, you have to become Ugreshwara. Sridhar Maharaj said, try to become Ugreshwara. Ugreshwara means that you become a ferocious hearer, always hearing. Now we have one mouth, but 2 ears, so we should hear more, actually, than speak. And so he said, how? How can I do this? And then Sridhar Maharaj said, yes, because he knows only the devotees, but I cannot always serve them. So then, yes, you try to be always next to them and try to serve them the best way you can with small services. And in this way, you will be always in their association, and then you can hear so much, you can learn so much, you can absorb so much. So that is a teaching also which we should take to heart, that we always try to serve those high-class Vaishnavas as much as possible, so that they give us, because Gurudev, what he did, he was always with the cream of the cream of the Parshads of Prabhupada. He had all the association. But why? Because always he did some seva with this and that devotee. And in this way, he became like an encyclopedia later, even without reading, so many books and this and that. He was not reading so much. So he hear all this Siddhanta Vichar from his superiors. And also Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, he comes there to visit Sridhar Maharaj, and they have also very, very sweet relationship. Babaji Maharaj sometimes telling that once he came, and he was, because he likes to sing some verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, Gopi Geet or Venu Geet, but Sridhar Maharaj did not allow this. And he said, no, you cannot sing this here. Go. You have to go. And then he left the mat. But somehow in the evening he came back. And Sridhar Maharaj said, oh, you are here? But yes, you did not say that I should not come back again. And both were laughing. So this way they are having very nice relationship. And Sridhar Maharaj also has given us so many poetries and verses which he himself has composed, and of course so many books. So all of these are treasures, big treasure is waiting for us actually there. And also in internet you can find, we have also on the website one photo of Sridhar Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Then you just watch this picture And you can see they are discussing, some Harikatha. Puri Maharaj is visiting Shira Maharaj, which they were doing quite frequently that time, God brothers, and such a loving exchange. I mean, really, that is more than 1,000 words, no? You don't need to say anything. You just look this picture, you know everything. How sweet is their relationship. So all their life are endless inspiration for us all. So now there's also one samadhi of Swarup Siddhanti Maharaj there. And then we also usually go to the samadhi of Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. And Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj also, he was staying in Suryakund, like Babaji Maharaj also. He stayed there for some time, and I think today he told that, yes, I stay there and I recite just Srimad Bhagavatam. I speak Harikatha alone in front of one person maybe there. So he stayed there, but at the end of his life, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he came to Navadvip. And we also pray, Gaura Avir Bhava Bhumestvam Niritesta Sachana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Si Jagannatha Te Nama. Gaura Avir Bhav, he has discovered tomorrow, we are supposed to visit Yogapit. So that is the Avirbhav place where he jumped from the basket of Bihari Prabhu when he was, Bihari Prabhu carried him on his head. And then he confirmed, yes, this is the Avirbhav place of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And he jumped out and he was dancing like in ecstasy. So Vaishnava Sarvabhauma, he is the leader of all the Vaishnavas, the leader of the Vaishnavas in Vrindavan, the leader of the Vaishnavas in Puri, in Navadvip. So such a great Vaishnava. And also, when Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta came to have darshan to him, he instructed him to make this Vaishnav calendar, which we also follow, because he had some, Srila Prabhupada had some idea about astrological things. And then Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj was giving this seva to Prabhupada. And that's why we come to know all the deities. And Prabhupada, of course, he searched so many other, but Vishnu Priya's Avirbhav place, time when all this came from Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Also the place, Srivas Angan, where it is, was all discovered by Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. And yesterday we spoke about artificial remembrance, And one disciple also, he came to complain to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur that, one disciple of Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath, he said that I did not came here because Babaji Maharaj engaged him in some service of cutting flowers or taking care of the garden, vegetables. Then I did not come to grow vegetables and flowers. I can do in my home also. I came here to be trained in Astakalya Lila, to remember the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So much audacity, And then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, but actually this seva is purifying your heart. And then if all anarthas are gone, then this will be possible. So you see everywhere these teachings in the lives of our Guru Varga. They show all the time. And there are many things of which Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he gave also sometimes some money he gave to one of his followers, and he said, now you buy some raskulas, some money which the people would give, some donations. And then suddenly he said, now you go and buy some sweets, some raskulas. Offer them, and he offered them to Thakurji. And then he let them distribute to all the dogs, to the cows, to the monkeys of Navadvip Dham. And the disciples or the followers were thinking, they were thinking this will be one feast for the devotees. But this way they could understand. And Maharaj, Jagannath Das Prabhuji Maharaj, he said that it is more beneficial to just feed the donkeys, the cows, the monkeys, the dogs of the Dham than all those so-called Vaishnavas. They are only wearing the Vaishnav dress, but actually they are not. So that's why it's more beneficial. And we follow this system. Very, very nice example. And one day, one disciple, he said, I want to hear Harikatha, because some devotee was there somewhere, and many people, they went there, and he said, I also want to go there. And all are in ecstasy there, but Srila Babaji Maharaj would just say, this just they calling out money, money, more money, more money, money is sweeter than honey, like this. And he said, better you go there, and if the kirtan is finished, then you dig out the earth, everything, you dig out the earth and purify it with cow dung, because that's actually contamination for the Dham, if those people are chanting here. You see how daft they were this time, no? Such kind of statements, it says everything. And once also, one devotee, he went also to one festival, and then that devotee also wanted to go. And Babaji Maharaj said, okay, you go, but don't take prasadam there. You should not take. And you can bring this prasadam, you bring it back to me. And then that devotee went there, and he was there in this kirtan, and then he bring back this prasadam to Jagannath Das Prabhuji Maharaj. And then Jagannath Das Prabhuji Maharaj, out of his power, he could make that disciple realize, you see. And now this whole prasadam took its real form, which were nails, stool, urine, hair. And he said these are ghosts who are doing kirtan there, so disguised as Vaishnavas. So you see those things, how we have to be aware, no? Only in the association of pure Guru and Vaishnava we can really be safe, because what not possible, no? Some ghosts are disguised as Vaishnavas, and then you think you're taking prasadam, but actually it's some excrements, some nails and hairs. So very tough. And one day also, that's the power of Guru and Vaishnava. One day Bihariji, he was asked to recite Srimad Bhagavatam, but he is illiterate, he cannot read, and these things, he is analphabet. So, but you know, Babaji Maharaj, I cannot read. No, you read, I tell you. No, I cannot. No, read now. And then he just started to recite all the Srimad Bhagavatam verses. So that is how a dumb person can become like an instrument of Guru and Vaishnava, then they can do everything with that person. That is Guru Kripa. No, what not possible in this way. And we all know that how Jagannath Das Prabhuji Maharaj also went, because coming and going, no, from Vrindavan to different places, to Navadvip, and to the Charikanda forest he went, and there was one Bihari, as usually it would carry Jagannath Das Prabhuji Maharaj on his head. And even it was not heavy at all, because Babaji Maharaj, it became like a feather, so light. He had no heavy weight to carry. And but one tiger was sitting there, and Bihariji became afraid. Ooh, and then Babaji Maharaj was just laughing that, go on, it's Parshad of Gaura. And in this way, we can always think that, yes, if we carry Guru and Vaishnava on our head, no? If we do this, if we always serve them, if we always worship them, we always be obedient to their, then nothing can touch us in the forest of the material world. There's so many tigers, so many problems, so many crocodiles and sharks, but still, if we carry Guru and Vaishnava on our head, then nothing can harm us. So that is also a teaching. And sometimes Babaji Maharaj, he would also feed the puppies. There were newborn puppies there, and he was always, when there's prasadam, when the sevaks give him some prasadam, then he would call them. And he had already, because big old age, very old, so he could no more see. His eyelids would fall down, and if he opened the eyes, he has to take it with the hand and open. And so he would just blindly, he would touch his hand on the floor or on the puppies, that one by one he can count. 1, there's 1, 2, 3, in this way. And if one was missing, because he know how many are there, 7 or 8, then he would not take prasadam. Because usually the sevaks, they would put them away, because they don't want that he's taking, because Babaji Maharaj, he want that they eat first, they take first prasadam, and then after he is taking the remnants. You see, that is how much faith, I mean, it is all a teaching for us. But of course, this we cannot imitate, but that is shown. Srila Prabhupada also once, he was in Yoga Pit, and he wanted to give one of these kinds of lesson. And then he just went to the dustbin, of which, there are thousands of people coming at that time. And the people are throwing their plates. In India, they throw it in the dustbin. And then Prabhupada just went to these plates, took them, and took the remnants from there and eat. And in this way he wanted to show the transcendental, that Mahaprasadam is transcendental. So all these lessons we can get there from, and so much more. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, how great, what I can say about them. They are like, really. And also Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he would also stay there in this area, in Kulia. And his lifestyle also we can never imitate, because he would go and he would eat the clay, the mud from Radhakund and Yamuna and Ganga. And rather to live in a mud or some temple or something, he rather preferred to live in the latrine. He said, I like more the smell of the latrine than the smell of those materialistic persons. So that is their determination. And yeah, he would live on different places. Sometimes Suryakund, Varshana, Nandagaon, Radhakund. He would always wander, and always calling out Gauri, Radha and Krishna also, but sometimes he felt it necessary to get the kripa of Gauri to come here to Navadvip Dham and to take shelter of Gauranam and Nitai Nam. So from their example we can learn that yes, Navadvip Dham is such a great place where we can really, under the right guidance, we can get so much kripa. And once also one landlord, he asked to be a chairman in the assembly of Vaishnavas. And he asked Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj to be a chairman, one Sabhapati in the Vaishnava assembly. And he said also that I will take you there, so you don't need to worry. You can come by car and I can bring you also back. So please, Maharaj, you come. And then Srila Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he was asking, for what purpose do you organize this Vaishnav festival, this conference? And then that so-called devotee, he said, landlord, no businessman, he said, yeah, it's for preaching. It's for preaching the Vaishnav cult, the Vaishnav Dharma. And then Srila, surprisingly, he was not expecting at all, but because nowadays, yeah, all those so-called sannyasis or preachers, they are oiling the feet, no, of such persons who have money. But Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj, he just said, and then first you do yourself bhajan, you leave everything and you don't worry about others now. So you come to my place, I can make one bhajan kutir next to me. And then he was speechless. I could not expect such a thing. Because they try, like Babaji Maharaj also gave some example. Those persons who have money, they think, oh, we can make Vaishnav festivals and this invite so many people. And Babaji Maharaj never goes to such festivals where the organizer is such a person. So that is, but nowadays it is fashion that yes, with money you can buy Vaishnavas. But Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, our Shyam Das Babaji Maharaj, they are not attracted at all to this. And another person also came, oh Maharaj, you please, kripa karo, I want your blessings. And then Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj just straight away give him one of his coping. No, yes, this is actual mercy. But who can digest? He was just running, afraid. He was very fearing. So this way we can remember those great personalities, great Vaishnavas who stay in Navadvip Dham. And one time also, Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj, he said that today we will make a big feast and you can invite everyone. It was also maybe Gaura Purnima or some occasion like this. And then, yes, everyone was invited and the people, they're thinking, oh, this will be because that's most of the people they think. If there's some Vaishnava festival, some disappearance or some festival like Gaura Purnima, yeah, there will be a big feast, so prasadam, everything. No, that is, but instead of, there was no cooking, nothing was going on, and they were wondering, oh, where is the cooking? Nobody is cooking here. And then instead, all Harikatha was going on, and then at the end, Babaji Maharaj said that this is actually a bandara of Harikatha. And then he would distribute some small sweet, give to everyone. And that's it. So in this way he showed that now you all come, now we chant all the day and we hear Harikatha. That is our bandara. Not eating and sleeping. No? Making our tank full, like Babaji Maharaj always says. And yeah, so these are those personalities. And surely also another great personality, Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj, who also stayed there in this area. And he mostly stayed in Navadvip. And Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he also used to say that those Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj, they are very, very close associates, Nitya Parshads, Nitya Mahabhagavat Parshads of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So, and yes, how we can understand such unusual behavior, like in Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj. In any other culture of Bharat, he would be considered like a crazy, and he would go straight to the asylum, to the asyl house, to the house for crazy persons. And because he has no connection with this material world. So his hairs, his beard, his nails are uncut, everything is just growing. He never take bath even, and one clothes all the time, the same clothes, which is dirty and full of holes and this and that. So, but although he looked dirty, he's not smelling bad, the devotees say, and he's those who are around him, and he is very strong and healthy. And sometimes he would also fast for days. He would not take water also. And even when he was sick, he would eat some raw raw food, which increase only the sickness even more, but he don't care. And he spoke very weird things, like no connection with the next sentence. What one can only guess what he is saying. And he composed his own songs completely out of rhythm. I mean, according to our calculation, or out of tune. But these kind of songs which he is singing is so much more pleasing to Bhagavan, to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, than any, I don't know, very well recited songs from any ordinary devotee. No, this, if this is Gauranga Mahaprabhu's, it enters in his ears, then it's like nectar. And he also, he never referred to him in the first person. He would not say, I had to go there. No, he said, because he used third person, and he said, Vamsidas had to go there. Because he was always feeling himself under the guidance of his deities, his Thakurji. And he had Gopal deity, Radha Govinda, and also Nitai Gaur. Sometimes he would do snan or abhishek, like to bathe the deities. Then he would just bind them with a rope and he would throw in the Yamuna or Ganga. And then, Gaur-Nitai enjoying the bathing. So we cannot imitate this, is unimaginable. But this is how they are on the Raga Marga, no? This very spontaneous love. And in winter also, yes. in winter also, no voice coming. In winter also he would cover the deities with some small cloth, which is also torn and dirty. So like he would travel with Gopal in one hand and go here and there to new places. And then just in a new place he would sit for hours. He would just sit in his tent. If we visit some new places, we want to explore the area, seeing this. But he was completely dead for these material external things. He just would go from place to place, wherever he has no idea. I mean, he's just wandering. And then putting somewhere his tent and, doing there his worship like this. And when one devotee, one disciple of Srila Prabhupada, he went for some months with Jagannath, with Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj. And he was after saying that for 3 months he did not see Jagannath, the Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj, pass stool or urine or even bathe for 3 months. But he never smelled bad or something. So these are extraordinary parshads of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So sometimes he would also put some fish bones out of his bhajan kutir just to avoid the public. And in this way he would try to save for his valuable time. And I think we are very fortunate to remember those personalities, and I think it can make a good foundation also for tomorrow, for Gaura Avibhav, because if we pray and remember those Gaura Parshads who are so near and dear to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then maybe they will also bestow some kripa upon us, that our heart will be able to receive one day really Gaura Avirbhav, because Gaura Avirbhav is not just tomorrow, it is all the time. It should be. Gauranga Mahaprabhu should constantly appear in our heart, no? So we can pray to our Guru Varga, so that they help us into all those great parshads of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, that they help us to to close all the leaking, no, of our pot. We all have some pot, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu want to give nice nectar, but it's all leaking out, and at the end we are always empty-handed. We do something, but then again we lose it. We do something, we lose it. So that they can please help us to close that hole, so that we can, on such days like Gaura Avirbhav, Gaura Purnima, we can get the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we can keep it, so that our heart becomes the right asana for Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this is because we want to have this darshan, no, of that golden, molten gold Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So for that we need to serve Guru and Vaishnava first, in such a way that they become pleased with us, and if they are pleased, then surely also Gauranga Mahaprabhu will bestow his causeless kripa, which is breached in each and every universe. No? The kripa is there, so it is only on us. It is like if one touches the tail of a lion, then the lion will swallow you. If you be careful, if you touch the tail of a lion, then what will happen? The lion will probably have you to breakfast. So in the same way, if we come in contact with our, in touch with our Gaudiya Guru Varga, we touch them, we make some connection, which is the tail of the lion of Mahaprabhu, and then if Mahaprabhu, that lion, if we touch the tail, if we touch Guru and Vaishnava, then automatically Gaura will swallow us. So, and we can really end up in Navadvip Dham. So that is the Guru Parampara, why we need Guru Varga. No? So, yes, some way we have to come in contact with our real Guru Parampara, and then everything else will unfold. So we just have to have faith. And in this way, I will stop now. Actually, first of all, I'm very thankful to all of you for all your patience and kindness to engage me in that seva. And I think tomorrow, because here we have to visit, to take some darshan of the temples also. And then after, on 17, a few devotees will go to Puri. So I think for 2 weeks it will be not possible to have these Ishtagoshthis, which we are having now. So please excuse me for that. And but I hope also we could not finish that Navadvip Dham Parikram. So, but by all your blessings and all your mercy, I can try after I come back, and then when we have our normal weekly meetings, we can continue this, because you see it takes always more than we think. It can also go quickly, but then even now is also not enough. There's so many. So, but we tried, and those places which we did not visit till now, we can in the future and also visit. And maybe also Puri, we can also do the same. So let's see. But yes, this I wanted to say to you. So thank you very much, and pray for me. And I need all your blessings. They are very important, because without blessings of Guru and Vaishnava, how we can go forward. So then I wish all a happy Gaura Purnima tomorrow. And tomorrow is like Ekadasi. And then after sunset, there one can take Ekadasi Prasadam. And just try these days to remember Guru and Vaishnava and pray as much as possible. Okay, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Gaur.